All right, let's see. This is probably okay. We're probably okay. Yeah, this is all fine. This is fine. This is fine. Yeah, all right. Puerto Rico for Gabe. As soon as the battle button acknowledges the fact that I pressed it. There we go. No, Ranger, that camo is amazing. There is absolutely nothing to dislike about that camo. Also, remember that camo is not based on the American flag. That camo is based on the Puerto Rican flag. I'll show you when we get back to port. Oops, hang on. I did that wrong. Sorry, Mythic. I actually meant to... It fooled me. I thought I was clicking to accept that message. The bot caught you, Mythic, and it wouldn't let it through. I was like, sure, that's fine. But apparently it blocked it anyway. Do I have Alaska? Yes. Yeah, sorry, Mythic. It flagged shut up as like a super aggressive or something. Whatever. Yeah, Ranger, I'll show you when we get back to port. The Puerto Rican flag uses the same colors as the American flag, red, white, and blue. The flag itself is arranged very differently. And so when we get back, I'll show it to you. Excellent. Look at this. 5 more super ships, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I don't play tier 10, right? It's why I almost don't want to play tier 9 anymore. Because you get matchmaking like this stupidity. Now, I will say, I've had the fortune of driving in Puerto Rico against an Annapolis before, and, well, it did not go well for the Annapolis. So we'll see what happens.
Let's get it on.
And I'm fairly confident in my AA against the Midway. I'm not super concerned about him either. Yes and no. Yes, Armored, I agree with you. Tier 10 against Tier 11 is generally fairly fine, but it's still ridiculous, right? That's what irritates me the most. It's still ridiculous.
Awaiting instructions.
I simply don't like it. I don't care for it. It angers me. Oh yeah, you can see it. So Ranger, you see the turret? You see how the camo falls on these turrets? That single star with the kind of the triangle angle and the stripes coming out of it, that's what the Puerto Rican flag looks like. So the roofs of the turrets are echoing the Puerto Rican flag. That Midway's got balls to drop on a Conde inside an Annapolis' AA range. Why don't I pitch in? Have some fun, genius. The planes, boss, they melt like butter. Yeah, exactly, Abyss. That's my frustration, right? I mean, I like Yugo. There's a lot of tier 9 ships that I really like. Rune, Yugamo, Fletcher, right? There's so many really good tier 9 ships that have been, I won't say optimized, but they've been designed, tested, and brought to the live server in an environment where they engage tier 8 to tier 10. And now they've been thrown into a world where now they're seeing tier 11s. Well, they were never tested, designed, or conditioned in that environment. So we're literally throwing them under the bus for this super ship class. And it really torques me off, right? Like I do not like it. I do not care for it. It angers me. Really? I missed completely? No way did I whiff that entire shot. Oh, he must be behind the island. That's the only reasonable explanation there. Really, the Annapolis is going to turn in? I'm sorry, the Conqueror is going to turn in like this? Bold, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you're gonna turn out? That's okay. I got shells for that too. Only 5K? 4 non-pens on this clown. I'm gonna call BS. Oh, the Petra slowed down on me. He's continuing to disrespect my guns, however. I really hope I can punish him with this salvo. Come on, those look good. Those look good. Oh, yeah.
That's gotta hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. Disrespect the guns and pay the price, son. I really want to citadel this Conqueror. I feel confident that this ship can do that. But not when I don't lead him, right? That's irritating as balls. Who is that? The Yamagiri? Or the Annapolis? One or the other.
Now, this is a force to be reckoned with.
Alright, time to move. I'm getting farmed out over here.
Much better.
Really, Annapolis? Are you sure about that? You better hope I don't get this salvo off. Uh-oh. Oh, son, I think you're in trouble. Oh, I think you're in trouble. I think this guy's screwed, ladies and gentlemen.
Let God sort him out.
Oh, hi, Yamagiri. What's up?
Our team has taken the lead.
Alright, here's the good news. I need to get the hell away from the Yamagiri torps, for starters. Then... well, it's tied up on ships, which feels kind of bad. Battleship, cruiser, 2 destroyers, battle... well, it's literally dead even. That's interesting. I wouldn't have put money on that. And yet, here we are. I want to see if I can make this turn here. Baltimore is so good, Mythic. Honestly, it's difficult to point at any of the American heavies now and say that they're bad. Right? It really is challenging. There's a couple that maybe you wish were better or different, but even Pensacola is not a bad ship anymore. She really isn't. I disagree with you, Armored. Buffalo is absolutely fabulous. You just have to play her in the right situation.
Our team has taken the lead.
Oh, I shot half of that into the island. God, that's irritating. My guns aren't going to reload before the radar goes down. Ooh, the Annapolis might crush him, though.
Looks like Lady Luck just gave you the finger.
Hey, what's up, my dude? Oh, you're burning. You're burning to death. You don't frighten me anymore.
Much better.
Alright, Yamagiri's out. Let's burn this clown down. They got the druid. That's good. That was why I burned my radar. probably should be staggering these launches. Time for a heal. Now, my HE is effective enough I can actually hurt this Petro. And I've actually got enough of an angle on him, we're swapping to the AP now. Alright, I'm in. Let's do Buffalo. 7K in a fire. Suck it, little Petro.
I'm not gonna fight you. I'm gonna kick your ass.
Alright. We have a 4-ship lead now. Things are starting to feel pretty good. I have no qualms that I can move up and crush this Annapolis now. What are you going to do, Mr. Annapolis? You're going to have to turn. You're going to have to turn. Which way are you turning? Whichever way you turn, you're screwed. Excellent. Appreciate you. Goodbye. Puerto Rico strikes again.
A shit cookie.
So maybe Puerto Rico is better than Annapolis. What's up, Duke? How's it going? Let's go see if we can find this midway. I think the game will probably end before I can run the midway down and kill him. But it's a shame because it would make me feel better about my life to be able to kill a midway. Shifty, Duke has been my XO for many years now. That's just how I roll. He can be a bit of a jerk, but in general, he's okay.
Down. I'm gonna kill you old style. What the fuck?
Oh, Duke is amazing. Duke is so much fun. All right, so the midway, I think, is over, like, here somewhere. I'm gonna keep on. I want to finish this cap. I'll cut through the little channel the Annapolis camped out in, and then we'll go see if we can run the midway down. Game will probably be over before I get good shots on the midway, but you never know. No spotting damage. That feels kind of bad. I figured for sure I'd get some spotting damage out of one of those radars I burned, but clearly not. Well, actually, I only burned the one, didn't I? I burned the one on the Druid. There he is. Right where I expected him to be. Yeah, Mythic, this is the 2019 shirt. This is the one that I think this one I picked up at Texas. I don't remember anymore. Look at the midway popping his funny button to crush the midway. I love it. I love everything about it. We got a time extension, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the midway's dead. Look at that. The Annapolis just melted him for like everything. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. No, only the two, Mythic. Only the two, Texas and Kid. In the 2020 tour that didn't happen, we had planned to hit. I think they were going to Lexington. I had already had hotel reservations for Lexington, and we already had plane reservations for Australia to go to the one at Vampire Deuce in Sydney. But then, of course, that whole tour fell apart, and Australia stayed closed for 2 years. So, yeah, Kangaroo out front should have told you. Country's closed. Now, the fun part is that when Zath and I were in Austin back in May or April, they had already made T-shirts for the New Jersey and North Carolina stops on the 2020 tour. So, of course, those shirts were never given out because those tour stops never occurred. But they have big boxes of shirts. So he and I each came home with a shirt from a tour stop that never actually happened.
Die, you son of a bitch.
Oh, Zath, someday you're going to make it down to Sydney and see the Vamp Deuce someday. It's well worth it. It's a great museum. I mean, have you been to the Australian National Maritime Museum at all, Zath? I forget if you've been to Sydney or not. Yamagiri might get smashed. Nope, we win. Okay, there we go. I can't remember if you guys have been down to Sydney. You've been all over the planet. I just can't remember if you've been to Australia. Okay, you made it to the museum. Okay. That museum is c'est fantastique. C'est fantastique. It is an excellent museum. Thank you for that one, Gabe. I do like a good Puerto Rico game, and that game definitely qualified as a good Puerto Rico game because I got to crush an Annapolis and a Petropavlovsk, and it felt amazing. Actually, I got to crush both Annapolises and beat up the Petro pretty heavily, so that felt good.